What's going on YouTube? It is GB Smokescreen here. We are back for a brand new Duelingbook Noobs video. Now this video is uh basically I was playing a Lightsworn or Feagle deck. I can't excuse me if I'm butchering that name, but I've been testing this deck out a little bit, trying to see if any improvements need me. This is definitely the build I prefer. But anyway, I'm versing a Goki player, and this dude don't know shit. So basically, what this guy did, so basically what happened is I took the very first turn of the game, and I took the first turn, and obviously since I took first turn, he hasn't got a chance to do anything yet. So I just did all my plays. So eventually, as I was doing my plays, I discarded Spore's effect. I discarded Spore for Luminous effect, and then he chained Called by the Grave in his hand. He chained Called by the Grave from his hand and banished my Spore. Now you can't do that because it's my turn, and you can't. And this is a quick play spell. You can't play a quick play spell from your hand on your opponent's turn. You can't do that. You can only, if it was face down, that's a different story, but you can't do that when it's in your hand. You can't do that. Now he did do that at first with Infinite Impermanence. That was fine. You can do that because it does have the effect saying you can play it from your hand. Called by the Grave does not have that effect, so he couldn't do that. So he kept arguing me back and forth, saying he can do that because it's a quick play spell. And I'm like, bro, that does. And I'm like, yeah, it's a quick play spell, meaning you can't do what you just did. So you can't do what you just did because it's a quick play spell. So he tried to banish my Spore with that. So basically, all right. So let me just show you the chat. Show you where did it start. Where did it start? Okay, now it did take me a moment. This is where it happened because he activated Called by the Grave around here, and he said banish my Spore. I did banish it originally because I just got home off work like an hour before this game, and I was super tired, and my brain took a while to process what happened. So it took me a moment. It took me like a minute or two to realize that like what he did was illegal. So all right, but I caught on eventually. And then I basically caught on as soon as something Borreload. But anyway, so basically I said like wait a minute, and then I realized what happened. So I put Spore back. And then he says, like, no, you can't do that. I used Called on Spore. And I said, you can't play quick play from your hand. On my turn, he says, dumbass, read Spore. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why. I'm like, okay, I don't know why reading Spore would help his argument. He said, dumbass, read Spore. Dude, reading Spore doesn't help your argument. And then he says, yeah, it works anytime. If it's face down, it does. If it's face down, it does. But if it's in your hand, you can only use it on your turn if it's in your hand. If it's on my turn, you can't use it. So I told him, like, dude, look up rulings, bro. And he's just like, no, it's got a quick play spell icon. So, and I'm like, yes, it does. See, the fact that he keeps saying that it's a quick play spell that means that he just keeps proving my point. He just keeps proving my point without realizing it. All right. So he says I told him it has to be face down on my turn in order for you to use it, and not in your hand. It says no, it doesn't. It's a damn spell. Read it. I know what. So I'm like thinking to myself, like, bro, I know what the spell does. I know what Called does. The fact that it's a quick play is what's making it unable to use. The fact that it's a quick play makes it unable to use. So I gave him a link to explain the rulings on quick play spells. So I'll just show you the link I gave him. So it says the turn player can activate quick play spells from their hand during any phase of their turn. Either player can activate set Quickplay spell cards during any phase in either player's turn except the turn they were set. So, so basically, because of that, because it says you can activate a Quickplay spell from your hand on your turn, is basically all he needed to read. All right, but the extra paragraph, the extra bit of it. So this is the link I gave him. He refused to click it. He refused to click it because he 120% believed that he was right. All right. He's just like, dude, I know my damn rules. Keep it banished. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like he just refused to click it. And he's like, dude, I know what. I'm telling you what. I know what call does is just. I'm telling him like you can't use it right now. Is what I'm saying. He says it's a legal play. Illegal play? Is that what this man's saying? Okay. So I told him to read the link, and he's just like, you go read the link. And I'm like, dude, I already read the link, which I just posted on I read the link. I gave it to you so you can read it. It says I can use it any turn. And, dude, I don't know. So I told him to look up your shit before going on this site, before going on a site like this. And he's like, no. So he's calling me a dumbass, and I'm like, dude, click the link. It ain't rocket science. Alright? I think he just decided to go with this, just to start doing his turn, just cause he just started his turn on my turn anyway. I wasn't done. I still had plays I could have done. But you know what? I don't care. I ended up lagging out because I did end up lagging out, afterwards, just because I was, by the time I was playing this game, I was at my grandparents and their internet is shit. So I ended up lagging out, and everything. So yeah, this is the replay of the game, but that just goes to show, like, this just goes to show that a lot of people don't look up shit when they go on this website. Like, a lot of people don't. I honestly find it hilarious. I find it hilarious though. Because like while I'm during the duel and everything, and as I'm arguing with this guy, honestly, I'm just laughing my ass off because I'm just loving the fact that this guy's the biggest dumbass you can ever imagine. All right, but then at the same time, it also gives me something I can film for you guys, because honestly, making these new videos I kind of do like, even though they don't get a whole lot of views, but at the same time, I just like making them. But you know what? Anyway, guys, that's gonna be all for now. If you guys did enjoy this video, then hit the like button and also subscribe if you are new. So support is always greatly appreciated. And that's gonna be all for now, and I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.